Good evening, Leroy. How are you?
Good. Merry Christmas, my friend. Hope you had a good day and you had a good holiday.
Yeah, I was talking about this on Jungle Juice earlier this evening. Christmas on a Wednesday, I feel like, is the worst day of the week to have it.
It is 100%.
It is
100% without a question.
Like Sunday might be the second worst because then you don't get a day off.
Right.
But Wednesday, it's just the way that it lines up.
It has to be a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Yeah.
Those are the only acceptable days.
Christmas Tuesday is the best.
Yes.
Christmas Tuesday is the best because you get the 4-day weekend then, but you get the consecutive 4-day weekends.
Yep.
Because you get that the week after. Christmas Thursday is pretty good because then most people will just take Friday off, but I don't know. It is, Christmas Wednesday is definitely the worst of them all with it.
That's horrible.
Did Santa come and see the kids?
Yeah. I don't know how
Did
Santa.
He see you though?
I don't know how Santa afforded all the presents that the kids got, but
did you get anything?
I did.
Wow, Santa brought you something? Even you got something from Santa?
And I've realized that I've crossed that threshold into getting old because I got excited for getting pajama bottoms, underwear, socks, a new pillow, some earphones, but the kid in me got a NASCAR Lego car. It's got like a thing that spins on the back that allows the tires to turn. So Santa knew what Daddy likes, so it worked out.
I don't know that I like that. That makes me uncomfortable. Don't say that again. But yeah, I'm the same way. Like I got I got a sweatshirt. I got some new slippers, which I have. And listen, you're gonna hear the brand, and you're gonna go, huh? They're UGG slippers. You know that you think it's primarily women's.
Yep.
These things are warm. Like I'm wearing them.
You like them?
They're warm. Like here, they're just super warm. They're pretty comfortable, and I've not taken them off all day.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
It is very nice to have because now that I work from home, I don't wear shoes. Really.
Right.
I like to have something on my feet. I'm not the kind of person that likes to walk around barefoot. In the summer, I will, and so on. But other than that, like I want to have something on my foot, so it's nice to have something to wear. But on the show today, we have a new segment that I didn't tell you about. And it's something that I don't really know it's going to be a segment or it's just a today thing. But I have Paul's stat of the week.
Okay.
AKA, Paul has sent me a stat that he wanted me to bring up on the show. So we will have Paul's stat of the week. And when I said we can have Paul's stat of the week, he says, ooh, I like that. So I don't know whether this is going to turn out to be a every show thing, a once every 6 months thing, this is the only time we ever do it. But we'll have Paul's stat of the week a little bit later on in the show, and you can imagine about where it's headed.
We also have a new tournament that starts.
Oh, God. Are we going to go back to Home Alone? And I was so happy. I walked into my parents' house on Christmas, and I was expecting Christmas Story to be on.
Yep.
Elf to Christmas Vacation. I was like, that's a big win. Can't have a better combo between those two.
See, I watched all of them.
Every single one Christmas movie ever made?
I mean, we watched Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Garfield Christmas, Frosty the Snowman. Hey. Muppets Christmas Carol. Let's see, what else did we watch? We watched quite a lot.
Elf?
That's not a real Christmas movie.
It's the best one there is. Did you watch Christmas Vacation at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. At least you have.
And now I'm watching awful football on my computer.
Has DJ Moore done anything?
Well, somebody just got a touchdown for the Bears. Unless they take it off, the refs are talking right now, and I missed what happened.
No,
it was the interception. Oh, it was taken off the board.
Okay, DJ Moore's at least gotten me 6 points today.
There you go.
So I've got. I'm in a big fantasy football championship, but they decided earlier today that CeeDee Lamb's now out for the season, and of course they couldn't have done this. Christy writes in and says, this butthole made me suffer on Christmas. He ditched me to go upstairs to put together his NASCAR Lego set, left me to watch that stupid Christmas Story on frickin' repeat.
Thanks to Josh Allen deciding to disappear against the Patriots, I lost my fantasy football semifinals. So I finished the year 11-3-1.
Love it. You see, I'm in the championship. My team had been one of those that I don't have a great bench. I have a good lineup, but my depth isn't there. So when I had the bye weeks, I would always struggle throughout the season because I would lose one of my studs. But now once the bye weeks have ended, I've started to roll and play really, really well over these last couple of weeks. But now I'm losing one of my studs, and I'm worried James Conner is one of my other studs, and he's questionable this week. He left the game, and if he doesn't go, I am gonna have to wave the white flag, and I'll still probably at least double my money, which is a good thing. But
I had my lowest output all season long in the semifinals. So good job. All of my players, other than my kicker, underperformed.
See, my league that I'm in, we don't do kickers and we don't do defense.
I hate that. I hate that.
I don't mind it. I have seen the league, and maybe we should start this next year from the Pressbox League, where the only position you're allowed is kicker. So it's a kickers only league.
Oh, it sounds horrible. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. That sounds horrible. Sign me up. And then the other kind of league. Have you ever heard of a guillotine league?
Yes, I have. One of my buddies plays in one, and he raves about it. He loves it.
It's one that I'm intrigued by, but I'm not entirely sure how I would do. So if you don't know what the guillotine league is it's like any other league. You start the season, you draft your team, you set your lineup. But each week, a team is eliminated. And all of their players then become free agents. And the remaining people in the game bid on the players that are free agents. And you only get a certain amount of money all year. So you have to be strategic with how you bid on the amount of money and so on. So it's kind of one of those things that at the end of the year, you have two freaking loaded teams. London says hello. London says hello.
Oh, I bet, big girl.
That is London. Hey, London. You probably don't remember me, but I don't blame you. I'm very forgettable.
I mean, look at that face right there.
Very forgettable. Very forgettable. College football playoff comes up this weekend. Or I guess, see, again, this is that same thing. It's like next Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's not technically this weekend, but it kind of is this weekend. That's why it's all throwing me off. Are you excited or not?
No. And listen, it's not. Normally, I would be absolutely living for it. I'd be watching it. I'd be all excited for it. I don't think there's any teams that are playing right now that makes me go, man, I want to turn on my TV and make sure that I watch this game. It's not that the matchups the matchups are great. There's some good football that's going to be played. But with basketball and with everything else that I have going on, the last thing I have time for is to watch two football teams play who I don't really watch throughout the season. So for me, it's not. But listen, college football did everything. I mean, listen, these are some good matchups that are going to be taking place. Just because I'm not watching it, I know there's going to be a ton of people that are, and looking forward to hearing what the results are from the games. But as far as if I'm going to sit down and watch them, probably not.
Speaking of that, we didn't recap our pick contest from last week. I don't know why. It's listed here to recap that, but we didn't. The totals from last week. In last place with 4 points was America. In second place with 5 points was Mr. Clamola.
Always.
And in first place with 6 points was myself.
Surprise.
Back on top.
Yep, look at that.
That's how it goes. The recap, Grayson County did beat LaRue County in a big upset. You got that pick right. Mahomet Sr. against Taylorville. I went with Mahomet. America went with Taylorville, and Mahomet won, correct? Close game.
Yeah,
right?
I know you don't care, but yes, correct. Basket rolled out as because you're all you don't ever let me go ahead, tell the rest of it because you're not gonna let me talk about the game. So tell the rest of
What do you mean I'm not gonna let you talk about the game? We always talk about your game.
I'm just kidding. Go on.
We can come back to your game because I didn't do the Grayson County LaRue County game, so I have nothing to report on from it. I just that they won. We all picked the Bengals. We all picked the Lions. We all picked Notre Dame. We all picked Texas. Y'all got points there. I was the only one that picked Penn State against SMU. I was kind of surprised by that, but I got the point there.
I didn't. I thought SMU would show up. Ironically, the quarterback for SMU, as soon as he got into the locker room, transferred to Northwestern. So, like 2 seconds after he got to the locker room, they're already on threes already reporting so and so Northwestern. We're like, bro, didn't the game just end like 30 seconds ago?
We don't really want that guy either. I mean, Penn State beat the ever-loving snot out of him. And then we all picked Tennessee, but so that point didn't go. So the way I got my +1 was Penn State beating the absolute snot out of SMU with that. So Taylorville against Mahomet, tough one?
Yeah. So Taylorville jumped out to a 13-11 lead in midway through the first quarter and then forgot how to play basketball. They were outscored 21-8. They trailed at halftime 39-21. I don't know what Coach Hayden Eldred told them at halftime, but they came out on fire. They scored 6 points in the first minute and slowly clawed their way back. But it was one of those things where no matter how close Taylorville could get, they just could not catch up or take the lead. They got within 3 points with 10 seconds left on a stolen turnover, ran it down, got a layup. That put Taylorville within 3. They got the ball back, quickly called timeout, ran an inbounds play with 5 seconds left. Kylie shot a 3-point shot as time expired. It rolled around the rim and rolled out. And that was how they lost. But there was some dumb Mahomet fan who was like watching the game on the sidelines and was like jumping up and down, screaming over this like Apollo Conference matchup in December. Like Mahomet just won.
So I have something similar too.
And so then he's walking around like going to anybody who will look at him and go, bro, you beat Taylorville in December, man. In the girls' basketball, like,
does he do it to you? I always love when opposing fans talk crap to me. What they don't realize is I'm like, brother, I could not care less. Like, I'm going to sleep tonight the same way.
I care a little bit, only because I get a little bit invested in what they're doing. But like,
but it really doesn't matter.
But at the end of the day, like, and then they picked up a huge win tonight, which is awesome. And as soon as I tell you why you'll know why when I tell you. If they would have lost, they would have played at 9:30 tomorrow morning. They won. They play at 4:30. And you and I both know that calling basketball at 9:30 in the morning is the most roughest thing you can possibly do.
The earliest I've ever had to do was a 9 a.m.
Oh, brutal.
9 a.m.
And it's a 90-minute drive. So let's see. Game started at 9:30, 8:30. I would have had to leave by
a little bit before 7.
A little bit before 7.
Yeah. So Grayson County, if they're playing in a tournament this week, and you'll pick one of the games coming up. But if they play for the last place game, they would play at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, which means that's 7:30 a.m. Central time. That game is an hour away, which means they're going to have to leave at like 5:45 in the morning. And I was even thinking, I'm like, we're not broadcast. I mean, if they finish, we're not broadcasting the game. Like, we'll go to the girls. But I'm thinking, wow, that would be completely terrible. But so you were mentioning the celebrating thing. So we set up on Saturday. We did 2 games, and it was like a invitational of sorts. So there was a game before ours that was 2 schools that we could not have cared less about, but it ended up on a buzzer beater, and I have never seen this. So it happens in front of obviously the team that hit the game-winning shots bench. Their coach, the shot goes in. Their coach runs to the on a diagonal all the way to the other opposite side of the court on the other team's side and starts like pumping his fist all alone, going crazy, where his team is in front of their bench dogpiling. And he's celebrating all the way by himself in the opposite corner. The weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, I wish I had it. I think on our camera, you can kind of see it because we had started our broadcast because we were the game after.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing. It was like, dude, like, what are you like that? Like, is that not
Right.
weird for a high school coach, head
Yes,
coach?
yes.
Like, the kid who hit the shot, absolutely. Do whatever the hell you want. Like, if he would have done that, go for it. But I don't know. Just a little bit weird. But and then you mentioned fans too during the Edmonton game a couple of weeks ago. The girls' game it was a rougher officiating performance, but there were bad calls both sides. For one, apparently the Edmonton coach went on their Leroy, I'm not going to say they're their equivalent to us, because that guy can't hold my jockstrap. But they're I don't even know, the people that broadcast their games. There we go, and was complaining about the refs. Paul says, "I'm here." Got caught up on how well the Bears are playing and forgot. What's the score of that game, Leroy?
6-3. It's a close game.
Okay. I honestly hadn't even checked, so I didn't know what
it's a close game. Listen, I'm sorry. As I told somebody, one of my Lions friends was talking crap about the game, and I'm like, I'm sorry that we're not 40-point offenses like you guys are. The fact that we're within 3 points in the fourth quarter, I'll take.
It's 6-3 in the fourth quarter.
Yes, it's awful. It's awful football. Yeah. It's so awful. Punt.
I'm glad I haven't watched it.
It's pouring. It's pouring rain. Nobody can hold on. It's just awful.
But so there was the bad calls. Think that in mind. We're interviewing our coach. So he walks up the stairs, and one of the fans from the other team, he goes up and he yells at me. He goes, "Y'all gonna interview refs too?" And I looked at him. I'm like, "Shut up." Like, I think I actually told him to shut up. I was like, just stop. Like, stop. Stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Okay. You ready for Paul's stat of the week, our new segment?
Yes, let's hear this. Since my computer's being stupid, let's hear it.
So I don't know, and Paul, now that you're here, you might be able to tell us if this is a weekly thing or if this is a one-time thing, but we're going to have Paul's stat of the week. Let's see. I've got some, where did all my music go over here? Oh, wait. They've changed my buttons on the side. So how about, I've gotten rid of all my music. Do we make this Paul's stat of the week sound? I don't know. We're going to just make this, it's our theme song. Oh, it's a weekly thing. It's a weekly thing. Paul's stat of the week. Here's Paul's stat of the week. Justin Fields this season has the same amount of wins as Caleb Williams. Justin Fields started.
Is that what this is? Is this the whole segment just going to be how we can bash on the?
That is his thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
Yes. You're right. You're right.
Why did the Bears not capitalize on the fumble, Leroy? Sarah's coming at you now. Wow.
Why are the Packers in third place in the NFC North? I mean, we all have questions. I don't know. I'm not watching the game. I'm doing a podcast. What do you want from me? I'm not even watching the game, Sarah. Go enjoy Vegas. Leave the podcast alone.
You just turned very Italian there.
Well, yeah, I use my hands when I talk.
Because 3/4 of us are good, Sarah says. Wow. They're coming very hostile on Christmas for you.
Just a normal day. It's crazy though when you think about that. You know how bad Bears football and Bears quarterbacks are. Caleb's 6th now on all-time passing yards for a Bears quarterback.
He says might not be about the Bears next week. Will be Paul's stat.
Okay.
You want me to do a Bengals stat for you here? In fact, I'm even going to give this little tidbit for you here before the pick contest a little bit later on. So Saturday is the Bengals home finale. The Bengals have won 11 of their last 12 home finales. They're 11-1 in home finales over the last 12
Is that going to help you guys make the playoffs this year?
More than it'll help the Bears.
We'll still be sitting on the couch together.
Hey, we got a 1% chance. 1% chance.
Ooh.
1% chance, which is 1 more percent chance than you got. Thank you very much.
And where are the Cowboys' odds right now of making the playoffs? How many teams need to lose in order for them to get in?
I think they're eliminated. Because I think that's part of the reason why CeeDee Lamb won't frickin' start today, which I'm frickin' angry about because I would win.
Oh, look, another punt.
Paul says I'll be sitting there too. It'll be a comfy spot. Hopefully. It'll be a comfy spot, hopefully. NFL playoffs, though. Well, actually, no, I do want to ask you two. This could be a play clock question, but I'm not going to. gun to your head right now. Who will be the Chicago Bears head coach next year? Not who do you want, who will be the Chicago Bears head coach?
Pete Carroll.
So you're buying the Pete Carroll thing?
And the thing is,
and that would make you feel
miserable.
Really?
Yes, I do. I want Pete Carroll as far away from my Bears team as I possibly can.
What about Matt Nagy?
Again, as far away from my team as I possibly can.
What about Matt Eberflus?
Who?
Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, exactly.
What about what's Tressman doing?
Probably working as an analyst somewhere. I don't know.
In the Canadian Football League?
Yes.
So you think it'll be Pete Carroll?
I don't trust the Bears to make any logical decision when it comes to putting somebody in a position to win. Okay? Because the Bears have never given me a reason to trust that they would put anybody into a position to win. So the best options out there, right, are Ben Johnson or Mike Vrabel. Those are the best options you have.
Here we go. This is from bookies.com. So this is updated odds, betting odds. So I want you to just say yes or no. Okay? The favorite, Aaron Glenn, the Lions defensive coordinator.
No.
Mike Vrabel.
Yes.
Kellen Moore, who's the Eagles offensive coordinator, former offensive coordinator of the Cowboys as well.
No.
Ben Johnson.
Yes.
Brian Flores.
Yes.
Joe Brady.
No.
Marcus Freeman.
No.
I don't really know why he's on this list. Bill Belichick. I don't really know why he's on this list, but
because it was probably an older list, and no.
It says it's. I mean, I would assume. Okay, this is from earlier in the year. Liam Cohen.
Yeah, you know what's funny is he's probably going to be. It would not shock me if he got the job too.
Do you even know who he is?
That's why I'm saying it would not shock me if he got the job because he's somebody that nobody expects and probably the cheapest guy that's available.
So Liam Cohen is the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last year, you know where he was the offensive coordinator?
Where?
The University of Kentucky Wildcats.
He's a perfect Bears hire.
And then the other guy on this list, Thomas Brown.
No. We scored 10 points in the first half in the last, 7 games?
Is there a guy that I tell you the Chicago Bears hire that is realistic? Like I'm not going to tell you that they hire, Brendan Ward as your next head coach. Obviously, you're going to be livid at that. But is there a literal realistic name that the Chicago Bears could hire that would make you, I don't want to say stop being a fan, but really stop making you care? Or do you understand what I'm asking you?
Yes. And I'm telling you right now, I've already been super irritated this season with just how things are going. If they don't get a top 3 or 4 name, I might be done. I'm telling you, a lot of the names that I said no, if they pick one of those names that I said no, there is a good chance that I will switch my team.
Where are you going?
I don't know, but it won't be Green Bay. It won't be anybody in the NFC North. But I'm telling you, they are in a good opportunity right now. You have a quarterback who's 23 years old who can be molded the way that you want. You have
what about a miserable fan base that has a really good quarterback?
You have a
Oh, Christy, if he does this, the podcast might end.
You have a ton of cap space, ton of money that's available to sign players. And the Bears have given me no reason to trust that they will make. I'm not even looking for the right decision. I'm just looking for a decision in the right direction. And I don't even trust them to do that.
Offense or defense?
Has to be offense. I do not want, if it's going to be a defensive guy like Vrabel or somebody defensively, the offensive coordinator is super important. Because you have to get somebody in there that can mold Caleb. I'm tired of these defensive. Listen, the Bears have had great defense for forever. That's not what the NFL is anymore. The NFL is not what this is on Amazon Prime right now.
Al Michaels has to be wanting to kill himself right now, too.
Because again, guess what? Whether we like it or not, this is a great defensive game. But defense does not win in 2024.
Does not.
And I'm tired of this 1980s, early 90s mentality of, well, we've got a bend, don't break defense. Great. Meanwhile, your offense has put up 31 points in the whole first half all season long. Not just one game, all season.
That's hard.
It's pathetic. And the fact that Caleb is still breaking all of these stupid records is embarrassing. That's really what it boils down to.
Is he the guy?
Yes. Now, I'm not comparing him to anybody else playing in the league. I'm not. But as far as the last 10 Bears quarterbacks that we've had, he's probably the best.
I'm interested. When we have this conversation in 5 years. When you're, 70, and I'll be,
40.
Years? You probably. Something like that. How old will I? I'll be 32 years old in 5 years. I'll be almost 33. You'll be almost 50, won't you?
Yeah. 5 years? 5 years, I'll be 47. God, and in 5 years, Lexi will be 17.
How's that make you feel? I was going to say, you're taking a shot at me. How's that make you feel, old man? Hell, Bailey almost be ready to run for president at that point. My goodness.
I know it, right?
You got any tidbits?
I do. Sadly, we need to talk a little bit about Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson passed away this week. Listen, I had somebody that was like, well, who is that? One of my, John Malone said, who is that? And John doesn't watch a lot of baseball. And I was trying to give him a football player that kind of compared to what Ricky Henderson was to baseball. And I know you're a little bit younger than I am, but Paul, Ricky was the man. Like Ricky was fantastic. If you have not seen some Ricky Henderson stats or Ricky Henderson footage, you need to go watch it. Yeah, he was full of himself. Yeah, he talked in third person. Yeah, he did all kinds of crazy stuff. But Ricky was fantastic. I wanted to ask you, where do you think he ranks in the top in your list as far as top baseball players go?
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, as far as speed,
yeah,
he's up there. And his personality too. I know the old story of, and I think Sean Casey told it or something. It was I guess it was when La Russa was the manager in Oakland. Ricky Henderson was on the team, obviously. And they went through spring training, and as soon as spring training ended, they go into the actual season with their active roster, and La Russa's changing the signs. Changes the signs because obviously players were cut, go to new teams, and so on. And he's going through all of the signs, and he goes, touch of the brill of the cap means steal, and so on. But he goes, if I ever go like this and swipe down my arm, that means take off the sign. So first game comes, they understand it. La Russa's, or whoever the third base coach is going through it, does all the sayings and swipes down his arm for the takeoff sign. And pitch comes, Ricky Henderson's on first at this moment, and Ricky Henderson steals second. And LaRussa's in the dugout like, what the hell? Why is he ignoring my signs? So they go through it again, and again he swipes down the arms. Ricky Henderson steals third base. He ends up scoring or getting out of the inning ends, and LaRussa pulls Ricky Henderson over into the dugout and is like, what the hell are you doing? He goes, I told you to take off the slide or take off the sign. And he goes, Coach, you said Ricky take off. So Ricky takes off. So Ricky thought, he said, that means take off the sign. He thought it meant take off and go to second base. So just to kind of show the
Harold Reynolds tells a great story about Harold won the stolen bases. Ricky got hurt, and I don't know if it was 86 or 87, but Harold had like 59 or 60 stolen bases, and he ends up winning the stolen base crown at the end of the season. And as soon as he gets home at like 10 o'clock from the game, his phone rings. He picks it up and he goes, hello? He goes, Ricky here. Congratulations on winning the stolen base title. How many do you have? And he goes, I don't know, 60, 61. He goes, Ricky, you'll have that at the All-Star break next year.
That's funny. Yeah, it's a big loss.
But rest in peace, Ricky Henderson. Again, if you don't know who that is, or if you haven't seen, what he brought to baseball, you need to go. The 80s were Ricky Henderson. I mean, especially when it came to baseball. Playoffs starting to shape up. Is the NFC North the best division that we've seen in a long time from top to bottom? Yes, I know the Bears are awful. I get it. But Lions, Vikings, and Packers have been winning against everybody except for their own division. What do you think?
AFC North last year was the first division since 1951, I think, that had all four teams finish above 500. So I think that because, and this is not me taking a slide at the Bears, because the Bears are not good, I don't think you can put them in that category of being one of the all-time greats. They're up there, but I don't think they can be the number one because all four teams aren't good.
All right. Toledo beats Pittsburgh in bowl record 6 overtimes tonight.
I hate the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Overtime rule.
Yeah. Miami Heat have said they will not trade Jimmy Butler in our lack of basketball caring knowledge that we have around here. Apparently, they posted something that said, normally we don't address trade rumors, but
I did see that.
We're tired of this, and we're not trading him. Leave us alone. Netflix smashes records with NFL doubleheader on Christmas Day. Wednesday's doubleheader on Netflix set records as the most streamed NFL games in U.S. history, with numbers nearly 5 times more than the NBA. This comes after LeBron saying, "I love football, but Christmas belongs to the NBA." Nielsen said there were 65 million U.S. viewers who tuned in for at least 1 minute of the 2 games. The NBA's 5-game slate only averaged about 5.25 million viewers per game across ABC, ESPN, and its platforms.
Gina, I think it was 1954, to answer your question. Is that right?
It was 1912. I was born after the Titanic sank.
Oh, I thought you were on the Titanic.
No. But my mother blames Titanic sinking on me, so it's what you get. It's what you get.
Do you blame her?
ESPN posted a story on which NFL job is the most lucrative. They gave 9 teams. Now, some of these teams obviously have not fired their head coach. But we're going to go over that list, and I want you to tell me whether or not you feel that they're correct on this list. All right, here we go. Again, the title is which NFL job is the most lucrative available, but not all of these coaches have been fired as of yet. All right, number 9, Saints.
This being the worst of the
worst
of the
one.
Okay,
they have the top 9 teams. Number 9 is the Saints.
They're in cap hell. Don't really have a quarterback. Yep.
Number 8.
John, if you were here last week, we talked about this.
Number 8, Jets.
Old quarterback. Yep.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of pros. You got a lot of old players on that team. Not a lot of room for adjustment. Number 7, Raiders.
No quarterback.
Among other problems. Number 6, Titans. I feel like they should be lower on that list.
They got a good defense, and I mean, Brian Callahan, I can't imagine what's going on. You were in the hospital last week, John. I hope you're okay.
No excuse. No excuse. You get your diverticulitis butt and get in here.
Wow.
Number 5, Giants.
No quarterback? Sensing a thread here?
Yeah, but the Giants are going to pick up Shedeur Sanders, so.
Cam Ward.
Number 4, Patriots.
I don't think they're going to get rid of.
Again, this is just the most lucrative positions available, and like I said,
I can see them. They have the quarterback.
Okay. Number 3, Bears.
Dog crap offensive line, and again, this is not me taking shots. You're a little questionable about the quarterback. You don't really know.
And the thing is, and I said this a little bit earlier to one of my buddies when I was actually at the basketball game. That draft needs to be OL or DL, O-line, D-line. That's it. I don't want to see anybody else getting drafted. I don't want to see anybody else getting drafted in those whatever how many picks they have. That it better be all OL, DL, all of them. Mm-hmm. Every other position you really can fill through free agency or whatever. All right, number 2, Dolphins. Mike McDaniel on the hot seat?
No, he's not. Is number 1 Cincinnati?
No, number 1 is Jacksonville.
Interesting.
Since he did not make this list.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Yes, but I know you have been seeing a whole lot of people talking about
freaking idiots.
Yes. Go, Sam, go.
I mean, I've said it on Jungle Juice. They're idiots. Idiots. Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with Jags number 1. I guess you got Trevor Lawrence, but there's a lot of issues on that team.
So that's our tidbits for today. Again, we just want to take a moment to say, rest in peace to Ricky Henderson, and really excited for what these both playoffs for college football and for the NFL, how they're shaping up. You could have 3 teams in the NFC with 13 wins.
Cowboys not on that list. Yeah, no, they're not, Paul.
They are not, Paul. Not according to ESPN.
Interesting. Time to cue the music for everyone's favorite segment, Leroy's Logos. I'm Leroy. Now, overall, on episode number 86 of Leroy's Logos, 421. 421 is what you are hitting. Would you like uno, dos, or tres? He's going to go with Trace for this week's Leroy's Logos. There you go.
That's why we don't get any revenue, because Sam keeps playing music from other...
You know what? Because of that, we're just going to freaking crank it. That's right, Zuckerberg. Let's be real, Leroy. We get like 3 cents an episode. And 3 cents is worth playing this show. 3 cents is worth playing this show. What is your guess for this one? And remember, you do get your cheat.
McNeese State.
McNeese State. You locking it in?
Yeah, buddy.
What's your confidence on that?
Like 50-50.
That would be Merrimack College. Merrimack College.
That's dumb.
1 or 2?
1.
1. Number 1.
Oh, what is that?
I actually think it's pretty good logo, isn't it? It reminds me of in Mario, you know the bullet bills?
Yeah.
Like a bullet bill kind of face on a hawk or bird or something.
Okay, yeah, sure, right.
Not that helps you, even in the least.
I get a
What do you
couple right last week, so you decide to make them all like master level difficult.
I mean, last week was Christmas. Christmas is over. Like Mick said today on Jungle Juice, it's the longest. I mean, Christmas will never be further away than today.
That's true.
What are you thinking?
I'm not thinking anything.
Yeah, I'm just
Tell me what it is.
This is one of the newer D1 schools, UMass Lowell. UMass Lowell.
Oh, right. Right, yeah.
UMass Lowell. And your final one for this week's Leroy's Logos is... You look very confused. You look very confused.
Oh! Harvard. Harvard's my final guess.
He's locking it in for Harvard. That took you quite a bit of time. But you're correct that is Harvard. Harvard. And the comments section is all jumping in on Harvard as well. Alrighty. You didn't use any of your cheats this week.
No.
Maybe I'll be nice and let you use it on a theme. So what is the theme? UMass Lowell, Harvard, and Merrimack.
Oh, look, another punt.
UMass Lowell, Harvard, and Merrimack.
All right. I'll phone a friend and ask the audience what they think the theme is.
That's what Paul thinks the theme is. John thinks the theme is he actually got one. That's not the theme, is that John Malone knows what the answer is.
I don't know why they're punting on 4th and 1 down by 3 with 2:14 left in the game.
Where's the ball at?
At like they're 35.
And plus, here's my philosophy. You're what, 4-11?
Go for it.
Yeah, what the hell you got to lose? It's 6-3 still?
Yes.
Gino wants to know, what are you all drinking? I'm actually drinking a cider tonight. I'm drinking something.
I am drinking Miller Lite because I had a basketball game tonight, 90-minute drive. I got back about 8:30, and I've been trying to actually set stuff. I still have the story to write for the basketball game tonight. I got so much stuff I got to do, and I just quickly grabbed a beer.
What's Randy going to do to you? What's he going to do to you?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Oh my gosh, he caught it. He caught it, Paul. Shut up.
Who was it? Was it DJ Moore?
Yeah.
How many yards?
Good 15.
Hell yeah. Good.
No idea how he caught it.
I'm gonna say that you don't know what the theme is, because nobody is helping you out in the conversation.
No idea.
This is UMass Lowell, Harvard, Merrimack, all in the great state of Massachusetts.
Oh.
Massachusetts.
All right.
Leroy's Logos theme.
All right. You ready for a new tournament?
Are we gonna do that now, or you want to do play?
You want to do it later?
Let's do play clock and then do that.
All right. Sounds good.
Would you like to ask or answer?
I will ask first.
I'm ready.
An alien has landed next to your house. You have to play him 4 songs to show him what American music is. What are you playing for him?
Happy birthday. I mean, listen, if we're talking classic American songs, it was written in Louisville, so it has to be a Kentucky song.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's American music? Gosh. Because
it doesn't have to be American music.
I mean, like, I'll go like Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, a classic. I mean, if we're talking American music, the Star Spangled Banner, like let's go to our national anthem and go all in on that. And then, I mean, listen, we got to go like patriotic. Paul, I don't like God Bless the USA. It's gotten so overplayed. So how about Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus? Gina is drinking box wine after working 11 hours. I mean, it's an alcoholic cider, Gina. From Kentucky. Delicious. Delicious. This is an important question here for you, Leroy. You're in the shower. Not that people want to imagine that on this show, but and you have the bar soap. You know, you're washing yourself down. You drop the soap on the ground. Is the soap dirty or the floor clean?
Is soap dirty or the floor clean?
Yeah, if you drop it in the shower.
You know, I hate these philosophical questions you ask me every once in a while, man. Soap's dirty. And then you have to, like, wash it off.
But it's soap. What are you going to wash the soap off with?
Water, I guess. I don't know. This is...
But how do you clean the floor?
No. You're not doing this to me. The floor is dirty. The floor is dirty. The floor is dirty. The floor is dirty.
Both are clean and dirty at the same time, says John. Cop out. Cop out. Not an acceptable answer. But it doesn't have Leroy's hair on it.
That's true. That's true, good buddy.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Well, Ricky Henderson stole 1,400 bases during his time. No other MLB player stole even close to 1,000. So my question for you is, what sports record, doesn't have to be baseball, what sports record seems unbreakable, but very well could be?
Oh, I mean, the unbreakable one is Cal Ripken. I don't think that'll happen in today's game. The Cal Ripken all time.
Right, but which record?
I think the home run record. We'll drop that one in there. I think that could be. It could be broken with that. I mean, like Cy Young, that'll never be broken. It'll never be broken. I don't even think like Mariano Rivera's save record will probably be broken. John, he said a sports record. Sports record. Sorry. We're talking about sports on this show right now. But yeah, I'm going to drop in there.
Stop it.
Say, but see, I don't know that the hit streak. I don't know that. I mean, will DiMaggio's record ever be broken?
That's a good question.
So. I just don't think so.
Bro, he caught it. How did Rome catch that? Please tell me it's a catch.
You're only supposed to let me know if it's DJ Moore. Only DJ Moore.
Yeah. I don't care. 7 Super Bowls. Nolan Ryan has the most no-hitters, the most one-hitters, the most two-hitters, and the most three-hitters.
Okay, since you didn't like my last question, I'll go more... What, do you want another philosophical one?
No, I do not. Please.
You need a couple more beers for that?
Or some other stuff.
What's your New Year's resolution?
To stop snacking after 10 p.m. No, I'm just kidding. It's me. That's not going to happen. No, I think for my New Year's resolution, it's going to be, honestly, listening to more of my audio. I hate listening to myself. I hate going through and reviewing tape, but I've kind of made like a deal with, not a deal, but I've kind of like made a bargain with myself that I need to do that, need to listen to more of my audio because of the situation that both you and I find ourselves in. So that's my New Year's resolution, is to listen to more of my audio.
I was going to say, because we both know you're not going to stop,
Oh, good. Here, they're going to try to kick a field goal with 20 seconds. You're going to love this one. Here we go again.
Gina says she wants to put something better in my cider. I mean, these things are strong. It's like 7%. So at least I just wanted something a little lighter. Okay, so is it happening right now? Okay, Leroy, give us the play-by-play.
Caleb's got one more try. It's 2nd and 10, 31 seconds left. They don't have the timeouts listed, so I don't know what timeouts are, but it's 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers up top, looking for a man downfield, probably trying to get the ball over towards the boundaries to try to get it out of bounds. Let's see. Throw up. Caleb, Roma Dunze under it, can't track it down and falls incomplete. So 3rd and 10 now with 26 seconds left. Ball still at the 40-yard line.
Well, Leroy, it's, we think back a couple of weeks ago where they blew this. It's a very similar scenario. And,
I was listening to Bears radio, and I was amazed at how critical they were of the team. I was kind of shocked at it, to be honest with you. All right, so third and 10, 26 seconds left.
1 timeout, according to Paul Reeves.
Caleb again in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers up top. DJ Moore down at the bottom. Plenty of time. Now throws it. Heave-ho in. I'm not sure who that was intended for, but it was nearly picked off by Long from Seattle. So now it's 4th and 10 with 20 seconds left.
Where is this game?
In Chicago.
It's the Bears. 1 timeout is actually 0. Wow. Too soon, John. Too soon. So now it's 4th down?
So 4th and 10 from the 40.
So a 58-yard field goal.
They're going to go for it.
Is it 6-3?
Yeah.
Okay, right now, on the spot, do you like going for it, or do you want to kick the field goal from 58?
Well, I don't like him kicking the field goal either, to be honest with you.
So what do? You got to say it before it happens.
He tried, I think he's going to try to get him off sides, and if he can't do it, then, they just called timeout. Or maybe Seattle called timeout.
So, what do you want them to do?
Hard count, try to get him off sides, and if they don't, then you call your 55-yard field goal.
58. If you said it's from 40, that's 58.
Yeah, 58. I'll kick a field goal. But set it up in the right hash mark.
Is it Cody Parkey, the kicker, still?
Cairo Santos. It don't matter.
Okay, so it's a timeout right now. We'll wait for Leroy to wrap this up. So
I think they're going to go for it.
Well, actually, you know what we could do? If this game goes into overtime.
Oh, here we go. They're going for it. Caleb back to pass. Blitz up in the air and intercepted. The interception streak is over. Intercepted by number 27 of Seattle. And that's the game. The Bears lose again.
Learn your rosters, play-by-play guy. Learn your rosters.
So the Bears lose again. And the streak continues.
Higher draft pick.
That's fantastic.
Get you an offensive lineman. Get you the guy from Texas. I mean, like, you're at this point where you almost want him to lose, right? To get the higher draft pick, right?
Three points, man. 3 points.
If
Shador is everything you keep saying. You keep saying Caleb Williams is. Shador is going to be everything you keep saying Caleb is.
If 3 weeks from today they announce Deion Sanders is the next head coach of the Bears, how are you feeling?
Annoyed,
but optimistic.
I mean, I'm a Bears fan. I'm always optimistic, but I'm still annoyed.
Cautiously optimistic.
I don't think Deion wants NFL.
Mm-hmm. What's your bracket?
All right, here we go. So we're starting a new bracket today. We're kind of waiting for people to fill in, and we've got plenty of people here now, so we can start this. So it's the National Fast Food Day bracket. So all of these are restaurants. I did not set this up. I don't even know where I got this from. Probably found it on Twitter somewhere, to be honest with you. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our fast food bracket. All right.
KSR has done this before, so it might be KSR's.
Could very well be. So here we go. First up, in our first matchup, all you got to do is vote in the comments which one you like better. So, and some of these restaurants I've never eaten at. So Chick-fil-A taking on Whataburger. That's your first matchup. Chick-fil-A versus Whataburger.
I've never had Whataburger, so I guess
Me neither. Me neither.
So I guess you're voting for Chick-fil-A?
Mm-hmm.
Although, Leroy, my hot take is Chick-fil-A's kind of overrated. Like, it's good, but it's not as good as people say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ate so much of it in college, though. And Chick-fil-A, 3 votes for Chick-fil-A. I've never had Whataburger. So I guess Chick-fil-A is going to move on. Christy says it's gross. I don't know what she's saying is gross.
When did you have? Oh, she's saying Chick-fil-A is gross. That's what she's saying.
When have you had Chick-fil-A, Christy?
When have you had Whataburger?
Come to Hammond, Indiana, and go to Tzatziki Greek restaurant.
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki, yeah.
Yeah.
Tzatziki sauce is good.
All right, so we've decided
Chick-fil-A's moving on.
We have enough votes that Chick-fil-A wins that round.
Chick-fil-A looks like it's moving on.
All right, next up, Chipotle versus KFC.
Oh my! This is a Final Four matchup. See, I'm a Kentuckian. I can't not vote for KFC.
I know, my man. I know.
Chipotle.
Sam Gormley. I'm telling. I don't know who I'm telling, but I'm telling somebody.
Chipotle wins though. 2 votes KFC. Where are you voting?
KFC.
Wow. 3 votes KFC, 1 vote Chipotle. Wow. What's the next matchup?
Next up, Culver's versus Jersey Mike's.
Cheese curds make Culver's win. Those fried cheese curds, you ever had those?
I have. They're dynamite.
Dangerous.
Really, really good.
Dangerous. Tzatziki restaurant is not one of the options, though, Gina. Paul says they can both burn down.
Yeah, you tell them.
Culver's, says Christy. And you're voting for Culver's?
Jersey Mike's, but I know I'm going to lose. So.
Oh, 2 votes Jersey Mike's, 2 votes Culver's.
Oh.
Okay, we need somebody to break the tie in the comment section between Culver's and Jersey Mike's. Never heard of Culver's. It's a Wisconsin fast food restaurant that's kind of made its way through the Midwest.
Yeah,
Paul's
Michigan.
Jersey Mike's. So Jersey Mike's moves on. Let's
go. All right. Next up, Five Guys versus Taco Bell.
A Taco Bell? I like Five Guys a lot, but the price is what's going to get me to
Price is going to kill it. Yep, absolutely. I'm paying $30 for 2 hamburgers and a box of a thing of fries.
So I'm going to vote for Taco Bell. I mean, let's be real, is there anything you're going to vote for above Taco Bell? No.
Not. I'm looking at this. I got the full list in front of me. I promise you, I'm not picking anything.
3 votes Taco Bell, 2 votes Five Guys. Five Guys is eliminated, so Taco Bell moves on.
All right, next up, McDonald's versus Panda Express. And no, I don't need to hear all of your holier than thou. Oh, I don't eat McDonald's because I don't care what y'all.
Wait, you mean like some people? I am voting for McDonald's in this realm. John is also voting for McDonald's. I don't really like Panda Express.
Wow. Are you not a big Chinese food guy?
I mean, it's one of those things like if you're giving me the, hey, would you like if you're at the food court, I'm not going to pick the Chinese restaurant.
9 times out of 10, I'm not either.
Yeah. Looks like McDonald's is moving on. Only 1 vote for Panda. Oh, Paul votes for Panda, but it's 3-2. McDonald's eliminates Panda Express.
All right. Next up.
He can afford it more than I can.
Don't start. Next up.
Am I wrong?
Yes, and we talked about that already. No, you're not wrong.
No,
we talked about it already today. Next up. And I'm sorry for this matchup because I already know somebody's going to be really butthurt about it. Wendy's versus Burger King.
Wendy's. That is a 1 versus 16 matchup.
It's number 7 versus number 10 matchup.
No, that is a 1 versus 16. I mean, Burger King might be the worst fast food restaurant. She runs the front. No wonder you're so pro Tzatziki restaurant.
I know what to do next time I'm in Hammond, Indiana. All right.
Wendy's votes for Paul. John votes for Burger King. Christy votes for Burger King. Paul agrees with me. Burger King blows. John has a horrible take of saying Wendy's fries blow. So, Leroy, I guess you break the tie.
And I will go with Burger King.
Have you learned your lesson?
Nope.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why?
Our Wendy's in Taylorville sucks.
Have you had a Baconator before?
Yeah. I've also had a bacon Whopper, and it was fantastic.
Wendy's, yes. Gina comes in to ties it up. Thank goodness, Gina. She saves it. Okay, so I guess we got to go to the coin flip, right?
All right, so in the coin flip, Burger King is heads, Wendy's is tails.
Alexa, volume 10. Okay, so what did you say again?
Burger King is heads, Wendy's is tails.
Alexa, flip a coin.
Okay. You got tails.
Let's go! Let's go! See ya, Burger King!
Dang it, man.
Wendy's moves on. Let's go. Shout out to Gina for coming in clutch there. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
All right, next up, In-N-Out versus Popeyes.
Oh, Popeyes. I've never had In-N-Out, but Popeyes is. Popeyes has the best dipping sauce on the market. Blackened Ranch.
My Seattle Seahawks friend just checked up on me to make sure I'm okay.
I will say, though, have you had the Taco Bell chicken nuggets yet?
I have not. Are they good? Have you had them?
I did. I tried them over the weekend. I mean, they're chicken nuggets. Like, they're chicken nuggets. Christy's never had either, so she can't vote. John's on my side voting for Popeyes.
Popeyes.
3 votes Popeyes. Popeyes moves on. I've never had In-N-Out. Have you had In-N-Out?
I've not.
No. I know it's a West Coast thing. Is that the last one?
Last one, and my apologies to Christy, because Christy's going to cry when she hears this matchup. Subway versus Domino's.
See, to me, Domino's is not a fast food restaurant. Like, pizza is not fast food.
I know.
I'll vote for Domino's, but I'm not necessarily happy about it. Because I do think Domino's is maybe the best of the fast food chains, of the fast food pizza chains. John's with my mind for Domino's. Paul is Domino's. Christy is Subway. So that's 3 votes Domino's, 1 vote Subway. Christy, or Leroy, what's your vote?
Domino's. I hate Subway.
4-1 Domino's. Sorry, Christy. Subway is eliminated.
All right.
And Leroy sleeping on the couch tonight.
That's fine. Not the first time. Won't be the last.
This week?
So, Chick-fil-A, KFC, Jersey Mike's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Wendy's, Popeyes, and Domino's move on to the next round, which we will have next week. We haven't decided yet whether we're doing a Wednesday or Thursday show, but it'll be next week regardless.
Time for our pick contest for this week, right?
Yep. Yeah, I would have, unless I can send me.
I kind of like this instead of the autographs.
Can I send the autographs to you? Would you be able to get them up or no?
My laptop will get very mad if I try that.
No worries. Autographs next week.
It's already done.
I've got 3 football autographs. I've been waiting now for like 4 weeks to use, and I thought I was be able to get them tonight, and I couldn't do it. So we'll try again next time.
Yeah, America. My laptop. This is its second podcast of the day, so it's now getting to the point where it's just mad. It hates everything, and I don't blame it. Time for a pick contest for this week. It is Trash Wendy's. John, I'm gonna ban John for comments anti-Wendy's. Can I ban him?
No, you can't.
I'll ask Alexa if I can. Okay. Pick contest for this week. Leroy, it will start with you in America making the pick for tomorrow afternoon. 4:30 p.m. on a neutral site. 8-1 Cougs. 8-1 Grayson County takes on 7-3 Taylor County. Neutral site, the opening game of the Thomas Nelson Holiday Classic. What is your pick? The Cougs or the Cardinals?
Cougars.
Leroy's taking the Cougs.
Cougars.
America, you get to make a pick on this for our pick contest as well. John's taking the Cougs. Which I love that it pisses people off that I call them the Cougs. Because what they don't know.
Please not refer to them as the Cougs. That'd be great.
I don't even know where Hammond, Indiana is, Leroy. Where is Hammond, Indiana?
Well, let's pull up my handy dandy Google and I can find out for you.
I'm going to Google it too because I don't know. Is it close to me or not? Oh, no, that's way up north.
That is, yeah.
That is pretty much Chicago.
It is.
Paul's taking the other team.
The other team.
Christie's
I don't think, as my dad would say, I don't think the other team is playing.
Wow, your dad is hilarious.
Don't start.
So, 2-1 in favor of the Cougs. So the Cougs are America's pick for this week. What's our Taylor game of the week? Only I will pick this one, Leroy.
Unfortunately, because Taylorville is in a big tournament this week, I have a game, but I got to check. Hold on, you got to wait because I got to check and see who won because that'll determine.
You're fired.
Well, what do you want from me?
You know what? Your paycheck tonight, I get from this podcast.
That's fine. You can have it.
You can get mine next week.
Yes.
I say this, and we sign some podcast deal the next week. That's like $100 an episode.
All right, so Taylorville will take on Washington. So hold on, let me pull up their records so I at least can give you a little bit of information here. Taylorville is not as good. Washington is 13-0. They've outscored their opponents 785.
Washington wins. Washington wins.
No, you're not even hurting my feelings on that one. I promise you.
Leroy, big one happening on Saturday night at Paycor Stadium.
Yes.
At Paycor Stadium. The Cincinnati Bengals host the Denver Broncos. Who you got?
Oh, Cincy.
Leroy's taking the Bengals. I will also take the Bengals. Like I mentioned, Bengals are 11-1 in their last 12 season home finales.
Good.
Don't bet against the trend. John's taking the Bengals.
I keep betting for whoever plays the Bears. So far, I've made quite a bit of money.
Paul didn't realize the Bears have lost now 10 in a row. Is it really that many in a row?
Yes.
Wow.
We started out 4-2, are now 4-12.
Wow. I did see some more gray in the beer tonight.
Isn't football fun?
You need another beer? Chug. I would have had us pick the Bears game tonight. I mean, I would have picked the Seahawks, but we don't get to do that since the game's already happened. What I was going to say, if the game would have gone into overtime, I would have opened it up to pick. But we can't. Paul's taking the Bengals, so Bengals are America's pick for this week. Time to pick the college football playoff games, Leroy, since this will happen by the next time we have a show. Boise State against Penn State.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this is the Fiesta Bowl. Pretty sure. Who you got?
Who's it? Boise State and who?
Penn State.
Oh, Penn State.
Really? You're picking James Franklin?
I'm not happy about it.
Leroy likes James Franklin.
Don't you start with me, Gormley. James Franklin can go jump off a short pier.
Is that a James Franklin tattoo I see on your...
I so wish I could mute you sometimes. I hate that man.
I'm even going to put Leroy picks James Franklin on the stat sheet here.
No, I need to keep up with you, and I can't pick Boise State because they're not going to win.
I'm going to take Penn State in this game. John's taking Boise. Paul is taking Boise. So Boise is America's pick for this week. The next game, Arizona State takes on Texas in Atlanta in the Peach Bowl. Who you got? Well, I guess I have to pick first here. I'm going to take Texas.
Oh, yeah, Texas. All day. Every day.
Texas.
Orange,
America.
Whatever.
No, it's this.
Oh, it's that. There you go.
What is that? I know that one, but
rude.
Leroy or Christy is taking Texas. John is taking Texas. What happened tonight? I know the Bears were playing. Gino wants to know.
Well, the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears took a football field. I don't know necessarily how much football was played.
Texas,
but it wasn't good. Let's just put it that way.
In the Rose Bowl, Ohio State plays Oregon, Leroy.
Oregon. By a lot.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Ohio State.
Wow, really? What's your logic? Are you just going against me or what?
I think we're going to see, like in the MLB playoffs, that the bye is not always a benefit.
Okay.
And why not? I got a 6-point advantage. Let's have a little fun. Oregon is Paul's pick. So Oregon is America's pick. Georgia. In the
Georgia.
Sugar Bowl takes on Notre Dame.
Sweet Georgia Brown. Georgia by 30.
Leroy's taking Georgia. I will also take Georgia. And I would also assume that America will also pick Georgia. Keena's taking neither. Not sure that's... I mean, listen, if America wants to just take neither, that's fine. Christy is taking Georgia.
I don't think it works that way, but sure.
Does it?
I don't.
Paul is taking Notre Dame. John is taking Georgia. So Georgia is America's pick for this week. Do we want to do any other games, or do we just want to leave it at that?
No, I feel. Can we both pick an NFL game to do?
Fine. We'll both pick one NFL game to do. We'll do that. So what is your... in fact, I'm even going to be a nice man because it's Christmas, and I'm going to let you pick the first game.
Gee, you're so sweet.
Can't say I never did nothing for you. No, I'm doing it first. I'm not that nice. Tennessee travels to Jacksonville. Leroy, who you got?
Jacksonville.
I'll also take Jacksonville. Listen, John, it still stays in that if America wants to pick a tie and it is a tie, 3 points. That's right.
Automatically.
Listen, and if America, you all are behind, might not be the worst decision in the world. If you all want to vote for a tie, then go for it. We'll leave it up there. 3 points.
Green Bay heads to Minnesota.
I had a feeling that was going to be the one you took. Green Bay at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm going to take Green Bay.
Ew.
Do I even need to ask you who you're picking?
No.
Leroy's taking Green Bay.
Sam Gormley, stop it.
I wrote down your pick. I feel like if it was Green Bay against North Korea.
Have you ever been to Pyongyang?
I mean, listen, if it was Pittsburgh against North Korea, let's go Kim Jong. I'd be like the guys in the campaign.
I can't do it, man. I can't.
What's the movie with Minnesota is America's pick. I'm the lone one with Green Bay. We didn't get. I don't think anybody picked so I guess it's a tie. Is what America's going with in the Jacksonville, Tennessee game. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. We can talk, Leroy.
We'll talk. Thursday. Just keep your eye out to our Facebook page. We'll post on there what.
Maybe we'll end up doing Thursday again because college football playoff will be happening Wednesday night. And I'm sure both of us would probably like to watch that a little bit. But who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll let you know what our plan will be. We'll have the contest continuing I guess it's not a contest. It is a Paul's pick and tie. So it is America's pick as a tie for that game. I like it. Why not? We'll continue our bracket and so on coming up. Any parting thoughts this week?
Have a safe New Year's. Please have a safe New Year's. Go find yourself somebody to drive for you.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I'm not telling you how to do anything. I'm telling our listeners who I want back here next Wednesday.
So the person who produces and sets everything up and chop liver?
Yes, absolutely. I want to thank our producers who allow us to be here today. Thanks, guys.
Our great sponsors. And we will see you. Is your shoulder healed? Paul wants to know.
It's better. It's pretty good. Not throwing 80 miles an hour yet, but we're getting there. How fast could you throw a pitch right now if I gave you a ball? Right now. Could you hit 45?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If I gave you a baseball right now.
I'd probably hit 80 kilometers. I don't even know what that is. What would be 80
My hero.
What would be 80 kilometers to miles? Alexa, 80 kilometers to miles.
Let's see if I can beat you. 49.
50. Yeah, I could do that. Easily.
So proud of you.
Paul says 62, and my arm would fall off. Gina says, do I need a cheese hat as well? I'm probably going to go to Lambeau next year. You know that, Leroy, right? We're probably going to go to Lambeau. We'll see you next week.
You have fun with that.
Have a good week.
Honestly, I hear their Green Bay Packer fans are mostly nice for the most part.
Have a good week. We'll see you next week.
Next time.